just got set up.
All right, we are on. I wonder if anybody's watching yet. Oh, I should set the topic.
Maybe John just is watching.
Good morning, Never mind, it's been done. Stairs that go nowhere. What are you even doing there?
Good time period, future tubes.
There we go. Topic is set. And we never did anything about dinner.
I got a green shirt. We didn't, and I had a slice of pizza from the fridge.
Oh.
You have a few breadsticks left.
I'll eat those. Can you bring them to me? And a drink?
Ow!
Careful.
Let's not do that. No, I didn't do anything. There's just an old scar being a butt. Thankfully, it wasn't the other one pulling. That can take minutes to recover from.
What is... My camera can't make up its mind about the lighting. Anyway, now's as good a time to start as any. Hello, Internet. Oh, okay, good. Stream is up. Hello. This is Thursday Throne on Radio PSI. I'm your host, Mark Amsry, DJ Amstrack, whichever. Daniel was here a moment ago. You saw him. He's off grabbing me food right now because I got to be here with y'all. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing the Banner Saga tonight, so let's continue that. Oh, shoot. The chat is not visible in the thing. I am going to have to fix that.
The risky business slide into the fridge for some reason. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Mike One says stream's up.
Yep.
And Clumsy says something silly.
I saw that he said something, but I didn't catch what it was.
If the stream's gone for 33 as a fan gamer swag and all these are you tree full of special effects sound like with D colon. You know, I think Clumsy lost a lot of his power when he went missing for a while. He was almost becoming sentient as far as I can tell. Now it's just the crazed flailings of the standard markout chain. Kind of sad. Would it just make too much glare if I shoved the lamp onto setting 2?
Possibly.
Okay. 2's the one we usually keep it on.
I thought we usually kept it on 1.
Nope. Can't trust 1. 1 likes to flicker. And flickering's bad for the tube. Fun times with CFLs. We should get a 3-way LED for that thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't say that the other way. That would have sounded strange. And thanks to Rule 34 exists. Internet. You future tubes know precisely what I'm talking about. Oh look, Windows is downloading updates again.
There we go. Actually, wait. No, that could stands to be a little more.
My glass has been recently cleaned. I'm still having trouble.
That's better.
Remember, kids, if you go into programming or some other job where you stare at a screen for 8 hours a day, your vision problems will probably get worse. stop doing these terrible PSAs on stream.
Really?
They're arguably too silly.
Okay, so I'm going to have to recapture that as well.
Michael, I thought you said the stream was up.
It is up.
Well, I guess we're up at least, but that's not.
Yep.
What is it with XSplit and not holding your settings?
It's not that the settings aren't held, it's that it fails to capture the...
Fails to capture the chicken split?
It fails to capture the screen stuff.
Ah.
Okay,
Whoa.
no, that's not it.
It was trying to do a number of interesting things there briefly. Oh, ladies and record. Because again, so much heat.
Why isn't it making sound?
That can make sound.
Stop that. Is anything making sound? Hold on.
I am.
I mean, anything on this computer.
I can hear the fan. I can hear 4 fans.
Oh, wait, my speakers are off. That might be part of the problem.
Ah.
Except, no, there's still no sound.
Ah. Can they at least hear the mic?
Yes, that part
Okay,
is that part is connected and up, and Foobar is making sound, but the Banner Saga is not. Maybe just because it doesn't have focus.
That just sounds effed up beyond all recognition.
Okay, yeah, Foobar or Banner Saga is making noise, so that's good.
Yay.
I thought it had title music.
Maybe it used to. I just realized, would you like me to freaking microwave those? There's also some marinara sauce. Also, Jason said he was cool with making food if you want.
I'm fine for now. In the distance, you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Moger, but it does get their attention. We'd use fires like that to lead them along in the Great Wars. Yeah, but they wised up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be someone trying to get our attention, claims Fasolt. The other group from Schlid were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Send some Varl to take a look.
Good choice.
Mugger, send a few warriors to look, you say. They disappear over the hill and you keep a steady pace while you wait for them to return. They don't reappear well past the time it should have taken. Go yourself, ready for a fight. You take Mugger and a dozen warriors with you. You shuffle past dozens of dead slag and Varl before the clearing opens up. Hundreds of Varl sit near the fire, including those you sent to investigate. One puffs on a pipe.
I just realized I'm probably in a pretty terrible place for this.
Hakon, he greets you. Your warriors said you wouldn't leave them. He explains they had come from Schlid and were surrounded, then lit a fire when they spotted you. Sorry you had to miss the fight, he grins, as his warriors join your caravan.
What are you guys playing?
The Banner Saga.
Banner.
Yeah, like Bruce.
No, that's Banner. Oh, that is Banner.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Banner?
Well, because Eric Bana played Bruce Banner.
Is that like the Boston Hulk? Bruce Banner?
Pretty much.
Mulger comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing, he says. At first thought it was my imagination. Now I'm certain several have just gone missing. Mostly men, but some Varl too. Can't quite figure it. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Have Mugger watch and follow anyone else. He agrees, but worries about leaving the caravan unattended. You assure him it'll be fine. By the next day, you haven't learned anything more, and you have to push on. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sigh, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the altitude and weariness yourself. Mugger leans on a fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgehorn just start to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across a clear sky toward the fort. We should follow those birds. Are you okay? Without another word, Mugger starts running toward the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly, he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops towards Ridgehorn before bursting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which crumbles like a log from a smoldering campfire? What? You think you've lost your mind. Then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of crackling logs. What is going on, you mutter. Mugger approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? He starts. Yeah, you both agree to keep it to yourselves.
Shared dreams. That bespeaks weirdness.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, did anybody have levels that they needed to apply? Doesn't look like it.
+2 strength.
Let's give that to Gunulf. Or to Mugger, since apparently he's the only one who can equip it.
You can't give it to your main DD?
Mm-mm.
Dang darn. One of the 6 horns. It's over Dengler's Bay. Opposite Butts' Bay. Raiders Butts Bay.
Okay. I'm sure you've seen them, Mugger says, but we're being followed. Dredge have been on our asses since we left the Godstone. Lots of them. I'm sure there's plenty in front of us, too, but we're just half a day out from thick woods. We might lose them there. We'll lose them. The Varl don't enjoy shuffling through undergrowth, but the Dredge hate it even more. Most stop at the edge of the forest, and the ones who follow are picked off without much effort. They begin to creep around the tree line, and you hope you can outpace them to the other side. Deep inside the woods, you get the distinct sense that Dredge have more or less surrounded you, and in great numbers. Their dark shapes create unsettling patterns as they slide between the trees in every direction.
I'm gonna stay stuck on that for a minute. Their dark shapes create unsettling powers. Or it's unsettling patterns. Look at the trees and you see. Sliding through the trees. Because they're unsettled.
Just made me think of Google's Deep Dream. You look at the trees and the sliding patterns the dredge make look like dogs. Weird fractal dogs.
I look at the trees, and the trees look at me. And then I run away screaming.
Or I suppose weird fractal yawks would be more likely.
The others ready to fight. With the warriors readied, you burst from the woods at full tilt, weapons and shields at the ready, battle cries on the wind. The dredge may have known you were coming, but still found themselves surprised. As you cut one wide-eyed slag nearly in half, you bark orders and engage. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 872 of them. You have 170 fighters and 965 Varl at your side.
Ooh, bad day to be a dredge.
Even from here, you can see the nervous glances amidst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Charge! Rush into battle.
Shatter the slag lines.
This looks good to me. Oh, I do have promotions.
Get rid of, like, quick save or something. Good game, that's it.
Promote.
Recommended strategy is to try to surround the stone guard to get it to use Splinter. It knocks you back and damages your army, but also affects any nearby dredge. So it requires a move for friendly fire. And unsurprisingly, it recommends taking down the Scourges first. The rest of the enemies are less of a threat. The Scourges being those jerks that hit like trucks.
Yeah. Gunulf. Promote. You need more defense. Like, a lot. Ludin. More strength and more defense. Okay, that's everybody. Ready for battle.
Oh, never mind the stone guard. Looks like you just have
Scourge, Warrior, Scourge, Grunt.
3 Scourge, one of which looks more advanced than the others, and just like Grunt.
No, this one's a Warrior.
Scourge Warrior, yep.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, yeah. Dredge, Scourge, Warrior. Got it. Okay.
I don't actually know this, but I'm going to guess that the Scourge Warrior is tougher and meaner.
Probably.
was a solid opening move.
Mm-hmm.
That grunt is no longer going to be able to scratch anyone.
Yep. Ow.
Ow. And there goes some DD capacity in one shot.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Try and get your ranged fighters a clear line, because I think Fire Girl might be able to get all three in one shot.
She'll be able to get
Or
close.
she can at least get to two Scourge that are standing next to each other. Hopefully without hitting your buddy there.
Dang. He went down before I could do anything about it.
Yeah, see about her fire arrowing the two of them.
No.
Nope.
Can't hit them both from here. Can only hit one. Really? Movement. Well, I'll go ahead and take him out. Dang it. Oh, seriously? Ugh. Jeez.
She got too close.
Well, I had to get that close to be able to hit both of them.
I think she'd have better range being an archer. Uh-oh.
Nope. Not gonna let that happen.
Your face is summoning friends.
Nope.
Ah, that bugger succeeded.
Mm-hmm. Deflect.
I'd say go nuts with the willpower and feel free to use the horn to restart.
Mm.
You've got 4 pips.
Nature's mistakes. No, you don't.
So an opponent goes down when you reduce either strength or armor to 0?
I don't know.
Because I know for fresh opponent, you kind of want to strike at their strength so they can't hit you as hard.
Yeah.
Strength red one or blue one?
Jeez. Well, nothing else to do.
But you could have given him more willpower of the horn. If he was out for that.
I don't think he was. Dang it, and I can't hit him from there. Ugh. What? Yeah.
It's a tactics game. It's turn by turn, slow fighting.
Seriously? This fight is not going to go well.
Can you use a special?
Nope.
Why not?
Probably because he's out of...
There you go.
And down I go.
Curses.
They'll find out that there's habanero pepper and stuff in it.
Things go disastrously wrong. Varl and men begin to fall amidst the trees. Suddenly part of the woods are on fire. Yrsa's doing? Your last sight is one of rising flames and smoke. Then you're watching the woods burning from afar, having been pulled to safety.
Oh! Sorry.
I was gonna say, however, if you're the one that leaves habaneros available to the cats and they get the shits, guess who gets to clean up those shits?
Yeah.
You. Now, it might only be funny.
What? No, really?
No?
I thought you could.
Where is Yrsa? Behind you, Varl are following your lead, though not as many as you had hoped. The dredge, distracted by the fire, have thankfully not yet noticed your escape. Isn't she with you? Did you make her do it? Where is she? I didn't make her do anything. It was her idea. Luden stares into the flames, face blank. He's trying hard not to show what this means to him. A miserable moment lingers. We've got to get out of here, Hakon. We bought minutes at the most. We don't know that she's gone anyway. Maybe she'll catch up to us. Moger gathers the others. Someone drags Luden along against his will, but you hear no outburst or insults. It's almost worse that way.
Oh, we would have had to have done it before ending the battle.
Do what before ending the battle?
The game automatically saves at the beginning of each chapter and after each event to end battle.
Ah,
If you don't like the result of the decision, or you're getting trounced by your enemies, load your last save file and try again.
gotcha.
Wait, does it mean it's making like a long series of save files whenever you do this decision? And I will ask again, which is the blue one and which is the red one?
What?
The two health meters, like one strength, one's armor, which is which?
Blue is armor, red is strength.
Well, there might be your problem. You want to attack strength early on when your fighters are still effective.
Yeah, but I don't want to hit strength when I have a significant chance of not doing any damage.
How's it doing?
Like 50%.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah. That's why I...
Armor works weird.
Yeah. What is this mess about? Looks like a full-scale battle happened, and recently. But only dredge bodies remain. Maybe we'll see something from the tower. Have Varl search the buildings and make sure there's no dredge waiting to spring on us. On it. And don't set up camp or make a fire. We'll take a look and then get out of here before anything else goes wrong. You mean more wrong.
Ah, but that's only if the defender's armor is higher than the attacker's strength.
Mm-hmm.
Gives the defender a 10% chance to deflect per point.
Oh, geez, another battle. Well, let's bring in some fresh bodies. Mogre can still handle himself. Really? I hate those things.
Oh, slag slingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they suck. You want to kill them out of existence.
Mm-hmm. Okay, ready.
Hey, Fuzzy. Oh, that's fun. Do your best to keep any of your allies from being knocked unconscious in this battle, or you'll have serious problems with that. Watch out for the Inferno Slinger, which has an armor break of 3.
Yeesh.
And can do damage over a wide area with Shatterstone.
Yes.
Stab that thing good.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a grenade?
Looked like it. Yeah, I see 60% chance of dealing 1 damage.
Okay, so you have to crack the armor first, then drop the strength so you can run at you.
Mm-hmm. Dang. There goes Luden.
Oh, that jerk's been thoroughly disabled.
Yeah, but he's summoning right now.
Friends.
Jeez. Okay. Armor break. Ow. Jeez. How am I still not dealing that much damage to him? All the armor break.
Explodies.
Nope, you don't get to summon. Down he goes.
Time to play Close the Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Did Doofus's explosives just hurt his friend?
Yep.
No one said Saga were smart.
There we go. Oh, wait. One more appeared.
What's that ability called Bring Pain?
Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Not quite close enough. Oh, shoot. Down he goes.
Lucky shot.
Yay. You lean on a crumpled wall, watching endless waves of dredge marching below. Satisfied, Hakon? Moger asks. The vast number of dredge remind you of the Great Wars. I've seen enough, you reply. Let's get out of here. Moger stands over the bodies of the man and woman. Think the slag came up here for those two? Asks Moger, waving his bloodied weapon in their direction. Why would anyone be here? No clue, says Moger. They're definitely not dressed for it. Something wrong about all this. The girl is definitely dead, but a frown crosses his face as he bends to an ear to the man's chest. This one's still breathing. The clang of metal reaches you from the courtyard below, muffled by the thick snow. You curse, "Quick, back down, bring the live one." You skip stairs as you descend, shouting orders to the varl below. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. Charge! Rush into battle.
Uh-oh. Is that a good idea?
Watching a sketch. Watching Tim Conway's first sketch on the Kyle Burnett show. It's like...
Oof. My goodness.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, if you have an advantage in numbers, but your dudes are beat up, it's better to oversee.
Yeah, that's fair.
Considering poorly for bad purposes.
Who's Serial Psychosis?
Serial psychosis?
Serial Psychosis. She's Serial. She's also your sister in Psycho. Your sister in Psycho, in the movie. Someone recreated the shower scene from Psycho with a cat. It's pretty hilarious.
Was the cat the victim or the knife?
The victim.
I can see the cat being the knife.
It was pretty good because, like,
Just like that cat.
it was a shot-for-shot remake, and they played them, like, split screen.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, even the parts where she's like, no, you just see her hand, you just see a paw go like, It's so funny. And, like, at the same time, they both turn around and look like, ah! But you hear a meow and a scream.
Funny.
It's pretty great. I've finally seen one of those keep calm shirts that I would wear.
Yeah?
It said, if you keep calm, you'll never be a Super Saiyan. Like, that's true.
You have to eat a ton of meat and cheese to pull that off, though. Take some serious constipation to get that yellow hair going.
Yeah. For real. It's a
I
while.
can't poop! Like when Vegeta tells the story of how he first pulled it off, he's like, oh yeah, I was on this meteor and I decided I didn't care anymore. He was lying. It actually happened in the bathroom. It was way too embarrassing to tell the truth.
I love the one that I saw. It was like one of those like abridged ones. It's like, you dare interrupt me, the Prince of all Saiyans. And Boom was like, yeah, you're the Prince of all two Saiyans. Good job there, buddy. Like, at the
Well,
time.
if he's killing the hybrid, the six would be
Yeah, but at the time they only knew of two. And at any point in Vegeta's arc, there were only like 3 or 4 full-bloods alive, just they didn't know about, what's his name?
He vaporized one himself.
Broly.
Yeah, broccoli.
Broccoli. Commander Broccoli. Broccoli.
Oh, no, you don't.
What is it doing? Is it just like vibrating sword, so it's like wall or something?
Mm-hmm.
So goofy.
Dang it, my own guys are in the way. Yeah? Yeah. Texting her is probably the best way. Okay. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You know what? I took no casualties there.
Sweet.
I might press my advantage a bit further. Kill a few more as they flee. You attack any dredge still brave enough to face you.
Couple of grunts and Saga. Doop, 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 doop. Too many don't have range fighters anymore at the moment.
Yeah.
They're unconscious or missing. BOGO swords. Does that stand for like buy one, get one sword?
That's what it sounds like.
BOGO sword has an expected complexity of 11 factorial. It's like, what, were you comparing things and computing the Ekman function for fun? Because I jokingly suggested a complexity of quantity n cubed factorial. That's a terrifying number. That's unreasonable. You'd have to be doing something really stupid.
Oh, there goes Gunnulf. He's got ridiculous armor.
Stone guard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's best to just, like, kite those guys around or surround them near a bunch of other dredge. So
Mm-hmm.
do that special move and hit your friends with it. Because that's what stone guards, they're dredge tanks. They have a lot of
Deflect.
a whole lot of strength, but if you're if you're doing this, you guys probably don't have a lot of armor and strength left to deal with what little strength that stone guard has. You do, however, have a lot of spare willpower sitting in the horn.
Mm-hmm.
And you get one back for every kill. He's nice.
Oh, shoot, he's not one with,
He doesn't have a spinning attack.
no.
Oh, and he is nearly out of...
Yeah.
That poor Varl is nearly out of Varl.
I'll do what I can, though.
Hey, use your card. Need to see a man about a saxophone.
That sounds strange.
I'd be using it in the next 20. I'll be back before you guys are, well, before you're asleep.
Okay, because I need to hit Walmart after this.
After this? Okay.
Get you back by 11-ish. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool.
Did somebody put the batteries in the charger?
Yes.
Okay. Just to make sure that they didn't fly somewhere.
Battery wings!
Almost attempted to, blow things up the other day. I was like, oh, what if I use the charger this thing? No. It fit, but the light didn't turn on. I was like, let's just take that out. I don't think that's good.
Yeah, not the way those are contained.
Mm.
That's not the circuit you want.
Ah, dang.
Yeet. Full exertion. Is the other one left?
Oh. Here we go. There we go. So many kills.
Win bonus, 2 X's.
Whatever that means. 13 renown.
They look all hatchy.
What's going on? I had one eye on the fight. Next time I looked down, dredge are swarming into the courtyard. Can't tell how many more are waiting out there. But it's a lot. If we're getting back across the bridge, it'll be a fight. Any options? Not really. Unless you want to wade into that valley, we're going to have to leave the same way we came in. Hakon, I think you should take a look at this. Nearby, the man had been bundled and laid near a short wall protected from the wind. I think this man is a mender. That raises more questions than it answers. What of it? The Spellweavers? In Ridgehorn? Why? Maybe they knew something about what's happening. If he's going to tell us anything, we need to get out of here alive.
Need to get him
But first we need rest. I agree. Let's decide how we're going to defend this dump in case they attack again. Each day we wait here, the dredge are going to pile up. How many will there be tomorrow? Double? What about the next day? Look, it's your call, Hakon, but we can't cut and run on this one. There's one way out. If Varl fall, if anyone falls fighting here, they'll be left behind. Sure, let's ask Luden. Now you consult me? Take a running leap from the tower, Hakon. I could not care. The courtyard goes silent as you recall his recent loss. Moger coughs. We rest then? Sure, Moger, we'll rest. All right, I'll spread the word and meet you back here soon. We'll set up a watch, says Moger. Who knows what the dredge will do in the meantime? Might try to starve us out or wear us down. Might try to hide their numbers. What do you want to do? I think getting everybody rested and ready so we can have a full-on battle is probably wise. Will do, he says. When you're ready to leave, give the word. Until then, I'll see to it that everyone is in fighting condition before we make our escape. Okay, heroes. 3 days.
3 days. Promotions are available, but getting costly.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
You make it more by promoting lower level.
yeah, let's promote Luden.
What was Luden's recent last season reboot?
The Fire Witch lady?
Oh. I'm not sure if she just does that or if that was because he lost.
Okay, everybody is fighting fit. So,
You might want to keep an eye on your supplies.
38 days of supplies. I'm good.
Cool.
We're ready. What's our approach? Bait the dredge into attacking and wear them down. Break through the front lines and don't stop. Send the shield bangers forward and fight defensively. Go all out, strike hard and drive them off. Send a diversion to draw their attention and escape. I like 1 and 5. Oh. Don't want to do that.
You'll volunteer to lead a suicide mission and cover the army's escape. You'll permanently lose them if you accept it.
Okay, so number 1 then.
But a sacrifice will make the battle that follows quite a bit easier.
Bait the dredge into attacking and wear them down.
Yeah, the others, especially 3, sound like losing propositions.
Mm-hmm.
Based on what we know about Dredge, trying to drag out the fight is not going to work well.
Nope.
It's just going to turn into a horrible grind.
Right. If we can get enough of them to split off, we could handle them a lot easier. Might be worth a try. We're doing it. You send Vrall forward to harass the dredge. A couple come down to engage and are quickly felled, toppling over the cliff. No more take the bait, instead hurling exploding stones at any warrior close enough. You'll have to change your tactics. Let's see. How do I want to do this?
I feel like humans are a little faster than Varl, so I think you'd like send clansmen forward to bait the dredge and bring them into a line of Varl.
Yeah.
Fuzzy buddy? You just look sleepy.
Yeah, let's pull back for now. We might have just lost any advantage we had, says Mogger. The fight's going to be a little harder, I think. Charge. You rush forward with the others and draw your weapon. The dredge are spoiling for a fight. Ooh, this is not going to be fun.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
Oof, look at all of those stone slingers.
Oh yeah, you want those dead, especially the ones that have the explosives.
Which looks like the front, too.
And you also want to rid yourself of those scourge. But the slingers are gonna be the biggest pain.
Yeah. His impale ability is really good against slingers. Because they start walking when they get hit.
Which is nice. But you probably want to put someone armored out in front of him first.
He can move up immediately, though.
Will you build against one armored before any nearby dredge can go?
Good point.
Because I recommend putting like high armor characters, borrowed shields, for instance, like shield fingers, in front, and your heavy attackers behind. Because if your heavy attackers come in the first wave, you'll be surprised at how quickly they lose effectiveness.
Good point. Okay, let's see how this goes. Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm.
Toasty.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't.
I'm trying to understand the game. This game, and that seems to be how you fight. Really high alpha. It's just face smash. Ruin. There's probably also high benefits to holding reserves, too.
Good job.
Did that dupe just cut the armor of, like, 4 of its friends?
No, just one. But it cut it by a lot. It cut it by 4.
Yeah, I saw the ones fly out. They're like, oh, that was dumb of it. Oof, sound of pain. It's like the slide slinger's sling rock cut him in the armpit or something. It's like, ah! Anyway, I already made that joke. There is his Bogboard? Wait, Bogo Sword? Does that involve buying one and getting one free? Too late. I made a joke. Ah. Apparently the last algorithm Sugar Frosted wrote wasn't even computable.
Hmm.
It was computably enumerable. Sugar Frosted, I feel sorry for your equipment. Making it grind through all that.
Impale.
Especially in the summer, unless you're in the southern end of the which I am. Ooh, you have a lot of extra willpower in the horn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's a horn of blank. Village Road. Bad time to be a slag. You can use willpower to get there.
Yeah, but I think I'm actually going to,
Give the kill to someone else.
uh-huh.
I does the Whirly Gig attack.
Mm-hmm. Woo. 10 renown. With the first wave of dredge out of the picture, you stop and take stock of the battlefield. Your warriors are doing as well as you could hope. Fortunately, there were enough of them to pull it off. The dredge are furious, but falling quickly. You think you could safely outdistance them at this point. You're almost free of this nightmare. What to do? Leave no dredge alive. You know, considering how well that went... kind of.
We are trying to get out of here.
Yeah. Are you saying this with foreknowledge, or?
The guy that wrote the thing says you'll be able to flee and do so, but they don't say why or anything about happening.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here then. You take stock of the survivors. It hurts to think of how many you lost to get this far, with nothing but an unconscious Mender to show for it. You hope it was worth it. Well, we make it quite a long way without any,
Way to Grafheim without us.
Mm-hmm. Hakon, join me a moment. There's something I thought you'd want to see. Is it a welcoming party from Grafheim bearing mead? That's about the only thing I want to see. No such luck. The Mender from Ridgehorn woke up. His name is Avend. Sounds like a Mender name. How is he? Not well. Where are we? A day or two from Grafheim. We found you at the Tower of Ridgehorn. What were you doing there? Grafheim? No, that's the wrong way. Juno, where is she? Where's the woman who was with me? She didn't make it, my friend. We only brought the living with us. No, we have to go back. I don't think so. We barely made it out 2 weeks ago. Do you know why the dredge were crawling all over Ridgehorn? Dredge? We have to go back! It's a damned graveyard, boy. I'm sorry, Avend. The girl was dead when we got there. What we have to do is tell Jornder what's happening and prepare for a bloody war. So if you... She's dead. I couldn't save her. Avend suddenly looks spent. He slips to the ground and you motion for some Varl to help him onto the cart. Not what I had hoped to hear. Not sure what I was hoping. Come on, Ubin. Sooner we get to Grafheim, the better.
Lord Budbury says, considering how well that went,
Yep.
None of us expect to see a city unscathed, but what we find steals the very breath from my lungs.
Whoa.
so Budbury says, quote, considering how well that went, end quote, that probably means it's lulling you into a false sense of security.
Hmm.
And Jerry Frosted says, and Urakul.
Is this really necessary? Stuck outside the city walls, you've been fighting against the dredge when you have to and moving between hiding spots when you can. If we do nothing, the people in there are going to die. You crouch near a building you know has survivors hiding inside. Dredge are making quick work of the walls. We can't keep throwing ourselves at any dredge that wander near these damn refugees. We're already here. What choice do we have? Leave. Get the caravan and go. Right now. Ivor's right. We have to cut our losses. Cowards. You know she doesn't mean it. Probably. You've been living by the skin of your teeth for weeks, and everyone is at their breaking point. We need to get everyone out of the rest house and go. Come on. Thought there were a lot more of us than this. Surveying the rest house, you're struck by how many wounded and missing clansmen there are. Only going to be less over time. We can't keep fighting off dredge and hope they'll pass. We're not getting in that God's forsaken city, I know that. The dredge have all been heading south. That's not an option either. Wormtoe's the only thing that makes sense. They won't follow us across the wastes. If there's really no other choice, why are you so insistent about Wormtoe? I know someone there who can help us, if we're lucky. Okay, get everyone up. We're going to make a run for it. Within a short time, you're ready to leave.
If you chose not to stay inside at the end of Chapter 2, you'll have 3 fights here.
Fun.
If you win them all, you'll receive a thing as a reward.
Oh, cool.
Sounds sports related. Narwhals. They are narwhals. Just don't let them touch you.
Okay. We have a week's worth of supplies now.
Even. Sky Striker.
Well, that's everybody. Let's try this. Outside the walls, things are a mess. Dredge are everywhere. Fortunately, they're going around the hill on which Frostveller sits, heading south, and show little interest in following you into the wastes. Someone else shows interest, though. From the gates of Frostveller, a group of fighters are rushing toward you, a cart stacked high with supplies at their rear. You ready yourselves for trouble when one of them shouts, "Hold!" "We spied you leaving," says the man in the lead. I recognize you," replies Oddleif. You came around, or Oddleif. Oddleif. I had trouble pronouncing that before. I'll say Oddleif. You came around with a food cart. I did. Name's Onef. Look, we've got no intention of staying in Frostveller, Onef tells you, but we haven't had any choice before now. Don't care where you're going, we're coming with you. Whatever is happening inside the city, it's clear these men are desperate to get out. You're not sure you trust them, but a host of experienced fighters might be worth the risk. What's happening in the city? Bunch of vultures and lunatics, says Onef. Between the families killing each other for control, there's more bloodshed inside the walls than outside. Staying in there is a death sentence. Let them join. We're grateful, says Onef, and we've got enough food to share. He and his fighters join your caravan as you dart into the wastes. You're finally free of Frostveller, but find yourself facing new problems. You hope that whoever Ivor knows at Wormtoe is willing to help. Plus 35 fighters.
But didn't they also have a bunch of supplies?
Yeah, 30 supplies.
Okay. Didn't it mention they had like a cart stacked full of...
Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Explain yourselves. Ragni chooses my daughter on his own, the insulted mother says, but this one thinks I have something to do with it. Launching forward, the first woman flails wildly, shouting, Liar! The women are separated and eventually calm down, but you worry that this is far from over. The caravan is buzzing with worry. In the distance, someone has spotted a large number of dark figures following you. The Dredge, cries one woman, but something about it tells you they don't quite look like Dredge. Gods be damned, chokes Onif, standing on one of the carts to get a better view. Worse than Dredge. That's Ekil. That's the reason we left Frostvalor. The news spreads throughout the clansmen like wildfire. Ekil? Why would he? Starts Oddleif. Unless he's after you, Onif. He's insane, interjects Onif, and unpredictable. That's a good number of fighters with him. Your mind races considering what to do. Let's try to work things out peacefully. Onef and your allies leave the caravan at a determined pace. I will kill you if I have to, Ekil, Onef shouts as you approach. Why, Onef, my good friend, he replies, throwing his axe to the ground. We come to parley, not to kill. Why would I believe a word you say? Onef, we're good friends. What happened? Go back to Frostvalor. What more do you want? What a pretty girl. Is she yours? I'm glad nothing happened to her. With the Dredge, I mean. My friends, how could I forget everything you've done for me? Took my live bait, took my warriors, took one of my best men. How are you, Onif? Do they treat you well? Shove it up your ass, Ekil. If you came here to kill me, let's get it over with. Nothing like that. If you must think you know me, or people like me. What did Onif tell you? I'm crazy? I haven't survived because I'm crazy. I did what had to be done to make it in Frostvalor. The only mistake I made was you. Sorry, what was your name? Seems like something I should know by now. Rook. What kind of man are you, Rook? You look like an average man to me. A man worried about his daughter, maybe. Just making his way. But then look behind you. How many people is that? They follow you. Fight for you. Why? What kind of man are you? I protect my kin. It's more than that, isn't it? You think everyone was born to lead? Make hard decisions? Who do these people think you are? You saved them. You're a hero. Maybe that's more important than who you really are. What's your point, Ekil? I'm your prisoner, Rook. Bind my hands. Frostvalor is done. I can't survive there, thanks to you, my good friends. You may not have cut my throat, but you sentenced us to death. I don't believe that's who you are. Is this some kind of apology? You can't trust me, I know that. Take me and my men as prisoners, if that's what it takes. Ekil looks down at the ground and the words come slowly to him. I'm not above begging. Ask Onif his opinion. I'd be a hypocrite if I told you to leave them. I don't know, Rook. You don't know me. How could you trust my word any more than his? I'm behind whatever decision you make. I'm a trusting kind of person, and that may bite me in the ass. But I kind of want to let him join me on strict terms.
That's actually the more trusting option.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, not more trusting than 2. Well, actually, yes, everything's more trusting than 2. So if you take him as prisoners, you'll have another chance to let him join you later. So actually, 3 may be viable.
Yeah. There we go. We need fighters. You fight the dredge just like the rest of us. You fight for everyone now, not just yourselves. And even if you look the wrong way at a single man, and if you even look the wrong way at a single man, woman, or child in this caravan, there will be no hesitation about killing you on the spot. You do us a greater honor than I had hoped, Rook. These people are right to follow you. You'll have no trouble from us. I may be reckless, but I pay my debts. The caravan eyes them suspiciously, but they try to fit in following your orders. You expect to hear complaints about this. Things are definitely becoming complicated. 45 fighters.
Yeah. "61 days without a sundown. Things must be getting interesting with the local wildlife. All the nocturnal species are like, what the F? And the diurnal species are like, when do we sleep?
You find a surprising number of people camped out at the Godstone. They've been here quite a while, ever since the sun stopped. Apparently they think Radomir, the sun god, has come back, and they're worshipping him despite the bleak environment. They welcome the caravan, mingling and swapping stories with the others while you rest. They have almost nothing of value to trade, but their leader approaches and offers to let you join in their tribute. Ask what this tribute involves. Gullenfiery, one says, showing you a golden liquid in a silver bowl. He places some on his chest, which almost sounds like it's sizzling, and explains through clenched teeth it's a gift from the sun god, an oil that burns like the sun and lets them see things clearly.
You can actually get some.
Yeah. Try it for yourself. Bravely, you give the offer a chance. When you apply the oil, your skin starts to burn like a hot brand, but you bear it. It doesn't reveal any secrets of the universe, but the worshippers are impressed by your courage and gift you more oil to take. Inspect the Godstone before moving on. Nobody can really agree on what Radomir looked like, as fond as he was of his own isolation. He never directly contacted humanity. Most think he was a serpent that lived in the sun, and it's not uncommon to hear speak of seeing the tail of a great creature slipping through the thin clouds on a sunny day. Radomir was always one of the lucky gods, the kind who people thanked for good weather, healthy livestock, and a good harvest. Despite all that, the biggest mystery has always been how his Godstone came to be found at the bottom of a dried-out lake. After some rest, you continue on. The sun god worshippers are keen to stay, so you pack your things and return to the road.
What is this, Dark Souls? Praise the sun! You got some kind of substance. Yay!
Several people have noticed black vultures circling above the caravan, taking advantage of the light snowfall. They pose no threat, but they have a visible impact on the mood of your clansmen. The next time you look back, Oddlife is firing arrows into the air, which nearly tag the birds once or twice. "Get lost! No dead down here," she shouts to nobody in particular. Let her get out some aggression. After a couple more shots, she manages to tag one of the vultures, which falls out of the sky. She recovers it, laughing to herself, and comes to show you the black feathers. "You know," says Oddlife, scanning the caravan, "a lot of these women, they could do this." You can tell from the look in her eyes she's excited about the idea. "I think I'm going to start training them how to fight." Encourage Oddlife to train the women.
We need all the freaking fighters we can get.
Mm-hmm. "We can always use more fighters," you tell Oddlife. "If a lead is any proof, you know how to train someone with a bow." Oddlife gives you a smile. She heads off to some of the women in the caravan, showing them the vulture she shot down.
Despite those 2 large hard points.
An old man sits astride an overgrown portion of the trail. "You lost?" you ask. He adjusts the leather strap on his head and says, "No? Are you?" He jumps up and shuffles toward the caravan, his tattered clothes revealing no weapons. "Well, I've seen better," the old man says, peering into the supply wagons. "But I'll join you." He stands next to a fighter, throws his beard over his shoulder, and puffs up his chest. The fighter grins, and the stranger exhales, asking, "What are we waiting for? Lead the way." "Who are you, and what are you doing out here?" "Call me Unar, or anything else you like," the old man says. "A man goes where he pleases, doesn't he?" His stern look is more comical than intimidating, but you stop looking for answers. "You're welcome to join if you can keep pace." "Keep pace?" the old man puffs through his mustache. "No fleeter than old Unar. And husbands, mind your wives, I'm cursed with the golden tongue, not silver." The caravan enjoys a good laugh as they start moving once again.
Well, that was odd.
Mm-hmm. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. "I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something," he says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. "Even just carrying her along could kill her in a state like this," says a woman. "We could be in danger here," points out another. Stop the caravan for a rest and tends to the girl. "I think I've got enough food to make it." As the caravan's tents rise, a fire is built beside the girl, who is covered in furs and ointments. Progress is slow, but soon you see the girl alive enough to swallow water and some heated broth. When you wake the next day, a healer tells you the girl should be fine in time.
Wormto was never the kind of place someone would build a town. Fittingly, the Var living here are known for welcoming visitors with open arms.
The Varl find you before you see them. Not surprising with this many people behind you. With weapons drawn, they demand to know why you're here, but back down when Ivor tells them he's come to see someone named Krumer. "Well, I'll be damned." "Krumer, it's been a long time." "Yeah, it has. So what brings Ingvar to Wormto with his very own village of humans?" "Bad news. Dredger coming down from the north. We barely made it this far." "That is dire news. Come on, we have food. We'll discuss more in the mead house." As you follow the old Varl into their meager town, you catch him quietly saying, "If it were anyone else." "I've talked with the warriors here. I'll be honest with you, half want to go north and find out what happened at Blotzbalker. Some think we should go to Grofheim instead. None of them are happy you're here."
About Grofheim.
"What do you think?" If I had it my way, I'd stay here and let the dredge come. But you made this a problem, didn't you? We can't feed this many people for long, even if they don't eat much. This is a Varl town. Most of us take care of ourselves. You've got women, children. We could pitch in, make this place livable. It doesn't work like that. These Varl are here to get away from civilization, not make one. It's Krumer's call. It won't be long before Dredge are here, too. No, it won't. If there's one thing we should do, it's tell Jorundur what's going on. Who's Jorundur? Varl King. Well, as close to one as we have. Ingvar, where did you find these people? Ingvar, where do you find these people? Stay here and rest, but once yours are ready to go, we do. I'm going to see off those who want to head north. But I'll join you to Grofheim. More travel? No, we've already come so far. Stop the pouting, girlie. Even if Jorundur won't listen to a tired old Varl like me, I have a feeling they'll pay attention to your friend Ingvar here. They'll listen to Ivor? Ha! He hasn't told you? Of course he hasn't. Do what you need to, but don't be long. Krumer, can you spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider it done, then. So who is Ingvar? Ha! I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, the dredge-bashing type. He was called Ingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best ask him yourself. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. How did you get all these Varl to follow you? Respect, young one. After the Second Great War, wasn't much for me left to do, so I started training other Varl to fight. Got tired of that. Made a place in Wormtoe. They still come calling, even with no wars to speak of. Seems like that might be changing, though, don't it? Any wisdom on fighting Dredge? Depends how much you know. They're all armor. Tap 'em hard enough and it'll shatter. Line up a whole row of slag and they'll explode on each other all the way down. You get in a big brawl, half your time is spent setting them up for it. And if you see one bang his axe like a tuning fork, try to kill him quick. Sometimes the slag he's calling won't even show up. But you have some incredible stories. I might. Or I could be the most boring Varl you ever met. Depends on how much you like killing Dredge. Ask me again someday. Might tell you about the time we filled a dead yox with whale teeth.
What?
And why.
Yeah, thank you for that. That's the more interesting. What you do?
I best leave you to your business. I suppose you should. Take care, friend of Ingvar.
I like that old better.
Mm-hmm.
And why?
Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily, and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields. You understand? Don't get us thrown out of this caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers climb up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, leaving Mogan looking awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling, came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be why you look so tired. Look, it's not secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death. Every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is good living. Half the world's just tilling soil till they keel over. What kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I get what you're saying. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up in a little ball of fear. You can go hide in the woods eating nuts and appreciating leaves or some nonsense. Or you can enjoy the struggle. Know which one I pick. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. I promise you that. Or odd life. All yours. Appreciated, Mogan. You depart, unsure whether your opinion of Mogan changed for the better or worse. Market.
There's some interesting new toys.
Obsidian powder. I need supplies, though. Lots of supplies.
Stun pommels, narwhal horns, iron bands, and lightning rune stones.
Eyeless Rift. Attacks never deflected, plus 10% chance, 2x strength damage. Knockback on strength attacks of 4.
Wait, attacks never deflected?
Mm-hmm. Trading that for that, I don't think it's worth it.
But isn't the deflected attack what happens when the armor's too high?
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna stock up.
Completely dodging
I'll leave
that penalty
myself.
sounds nice.
What? Oh no, I took it as meaning you never deflect attacks.
Huh. I don't know.
Neither do I.
Time to find out.
Yep.
Eyeless Rift?
Mm-hmm. While you do that, I'm going to get another drink.
Attacks never deflected. They're... Well, there's an item called the Sunstone, which gives just attacks never deflected. Which is rank 3.
Well, in that case, that actually sounds pretty dang good.
Exceedingly. I think the reverse is percent chance to dodge strength attacks. Like the Bjarkin rune. 15% dodge strength attacks.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I will buy the Eyeless Rift.
Though it is a rank 4 weapon?
Yes.
Or item? I think a character has to have item rank 4 to be able to use it.
Yeah.
That's perp. It's perps.
I think it would be worth it just to hold on to until such a time as I can use it. So let's do that.
It's a nice thing to have access to this early.
Okay, and spend the rest of the renown on supplies. And get my spirits back up. Because morale is bad.
It's been a bad time.
Okay, morale is normal again. I won't wait for good morale. I'll just take that and go. Well, I still have 10 days left. 10 days of supplies. Grofheim's quite a few days out, says Kromer. But nothing's worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. Plus 62 Varl, plus 20 supplies.
Yo, dog, I heard your army like Varl's racing world.
The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations of stolen chickens, missing heirlooms, and concerns over daughters' virtues are the sorts of things you hear relentlessly. Even fighters complain of spreading too thin to protect everyone. Try to keep people useful and too busy for petty squabbles.
Squabbles.
Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles, weapons training, and wagon repair keep your clansmen busy, and usually too tired to complain. The chores slow the caravan, but the resulting peace and productivity feels worth it. Plus 15 supplies. That brought up morale a little bit, and 2 days more of supplies. Definitely a win. A mother's screams flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in a tent. We all know who did this, she spits, staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously. Ooh. Murder over a marriage? In these times? Something must be done, the accused woman remains silent. Investigate the death. A healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits she had always known her daughter was ill, and everyone moves on.
Sheesh. That's just sad.
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen Alette for much of the day. When you do find her, she's returning to camp alone from a fair distance away, looking rather sullen. She keeps her eyes on the ground as you approach. Sit quietly beside her. I feel like things are changing so quickly, she eventually confides. It's not just that. Everything is going so wrong. I've been talking to Ekil a lot. This gets your attention. What has he been telling you? He told me how he and Onef are kin. Ekil had a sister who married Onef, but she died a long time ago. They've been bound since, but then Onef left without him. Just left him behind without a word. That's why he came after us. Confirm Ekil's story. Eventually you find Onef back at camp and relate the story. Is that what Ekil told you? Replies Onef. Then he sighs. It's true about his sister. She died of a fever when we were just married. Surprised he opened up like that. So I left him in Frostfeller, he continues. Frostfettler. He'd be fine one day, ready to kill his own men the next. Sometimes he would. I'd make the same decision tomorrow. Let the issue drop. You feel certain Alette got the message. Instead of stirring up more trouble, you decide to let the issue drop, and a tighter watch on Ekil. I think a verb was missing there.
Possibly.
Godstone. The Godstone of Marek looms into view, upon it carved a great ocean beast. Jagged stones jut out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nordfelling wastes being filled with water at one time, but the Godstone stands as a reminder of the vast lake it used to look across. "A blessing," shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what looks like a silver coin. "It's a fish scale," he says, pointing out the rainbow pattern that shows in the sunlight. Soon a curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then a third is discovered. "Perhaps they'll bring us luck," you overhear, and before long the caravan has become obsessed with gathering the shining scales. Cut them off after a reasonable amount of time. Actually, no. We need morale. Let them take their time. By the end of the second day, the scavenger hunt still continues unabated, and even you are starting to feel something in the back of your mind, like you need to have one of the scales. You shake it off, uncertain whether to let this continue. Okay, get the caravan out of here. What?
I'm too slow. If you let it continue, you receive something called the God Scale.
You start to wonder if something unnatural has a hold on their minds when the call to leave is met with open aggression. Ivor helps you get them moving again, and you wonder how long they would have kept searching if you let them.
One more day. What's that achievement?
Godstone Marek.
Oh. I was too slow.
Oddleif calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows of differing age and experience line up before a row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job of hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman who still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the winds shift, she lets go, and her arrow flies not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. "Dinner," she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. "Listen here," says one. "Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge." The other men agree in chorus. "We don't want to see a battlefield full of dead wives and daughters." Stand by the women becoming fighters. The men argue their point, but eventually relent. "Thanks," says Oddleif. "To be honest, it was harder than I expected, but the more people who can hold their own, the better." The women return to camp not just as clansmen, but as fighters. Plus 25 fighters, minus 35 clansmen.
What's the other 10?
I don't know. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere, and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen.
Oof, that's bad.
Make a thorough search for the lost clansmen. It takes time to establish proper search teams, but you devise a way to quickly cover as much ground as possible. After a full day of searching, you find many survivors, but your successes are dampened by a number of frozen bodies and others who have simply vanished. Disheartened, you return to travel.
Sad. I wonder if the God Scale would have prevented that. I'm not sure what it does. I gotta ask.
You hear a whistle on the wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading toward you. Behind them is a swarm of dredge, and a trail of bodies leading off into the distance. "Get down there," barks Krumer.
It would have given 3 armor and +1 drawing aggro.
"Don't let them spread out," shouts the lead Varl as you approach the battleground. Soon you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. 169 of them. You have 165 fighters and 62 Varl. The two forces are about evenly matched. There is no guarantee of victory here. Formations.
That calls for formation, yep.
You start comparing weaknesses and strength, taking into account terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying your forces and gathering your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Lafway. Hey, Onif... wait, yeah, they were... It's Fasolt, though. Wasn't he from the other,
I think so. What's going on here?
Okay. That team looks about as good as any. Ooh.
Huh. That's a different fight than the one mentioned here. How did we get our one? Since you start in the middle of the battlefield with groups of enemies on three sides, choose one enemy group to focus on, drawing the others together as you whittle down stone guards and fronts. This, however, you just have like a large pile of enemies with a crapload of rangers in a delta formation,
Mm-hmm.
and one stone guard with another bloodslinger behind. We got like 3 fire slingers. They're all slightly different. Ooh, drawing him into the archers would be amusing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't attack there. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to move up there.
Fire slingers, slag slingers, and whatever other slingers they got. Blood slingers. It's a flame slinger.
Oh, just out of
What's range
range.
rest do?
It creates a trap, basically.
Ah, is that an AoE?
No,
Alright.
I wish it were.
It's got the sound of one.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what health thread needle does.
It's a line attack.
Ooh, nice. Can't use jerks to form a line of you, but
Mm-hmm.
what's that about that advice about slamming them into each other? And they're all armor? Does that mean, like, if you armor attack them down to 0, they die?
No, that is not the case. I have determined that.
They seem like they were constructs of some sort.
They do. Ow.
was nice.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
Of course he's gonna use Shatter Stone, jerk.
Mm-hmm.
That's alright, you can probably run away from it.
Hopefully.
And go cut the guy in blue, I suppose. Phew. Oh, sure. Get Shutterstone on the defender. Why not? That's hilarious to me. Dredge are not smart.
Nope. Ah, he's just out of range. Okay, then I'll attack that one. Dang it.
Oh, poop. Ooh, needle line. Nice. Thread that needle. Poor slow Pearl. Eh. Okay, now he might want to get away from the exploding tile.
Yep.
Expect it's gonna go off soon.
Mark prey. Oh wait, I have to be in close. Yeesh, lots of deflection there.
Like my reflections. I know that rock's gonna be exploding soon. Oh, he's just gonna walk right over to it. I love how stupid these guys are.
Oops, that
Oopsie, friendly fire. Boom! And the dredge injure each other for what appeared to be an aggregated 8.
ow.
Another explosive.
Yep. Dang it.
She's gonna want to not be there. Actually, what is the range on Shatterstone?
I don't know.
it right there. Thanks to yourself and your friend.
Dang it.
Horn's full.
Yep.
Finish it only.
Yeah, she can't.
Oh, she can't.
Nope.
We can give her some more willpower.
Yeah, that won't be enough.
Well, with one strength, it's going to be pretty ineffective for its last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that gets a kill. Oh.
You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. Yeah, I lost too many. Pull back before they regroup. Eyeless Rift. Another one?
Sweet.
Nice. In renown. This is a damn curiosity. This is the second time I've been sent to find a Varl who is heading my direction with humans in tow. What are Dredge doing up here? Gods, does nobody know what's going on around here? They leveled Grofheim to the ground. We've been losing ground for days. Jorunder's in Einertoft now. They sent me to gather Krumer and the rest from Wormtoe when we ran across this bunch of slag, and there's a lot more where they came from. Is this all the Varl you've got, Krumer? What have you been doing, eating each other? Many went to Blotzbalker. Are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Vognir's dead, slag on our heels. The Varl you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Einertoft. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Fasolt takes a long moment to look out over the caravan of men, women, and children behind you. Not them. What do you mean, not them? Unless you're a king or a mender, humans don't step foot in Einertoft. Now isn't the time for this discussion. Damn it, Fasolt, who cares about that? What in the depths happened at Grofheim? Before Fasolt can reply, a low rumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. Even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn in Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into cracking and splintering. It's coming closer. Go, shouts Fasolt, taking off toward Einertoft. Don't stop until you reach Hadrborg.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Why, hello there, giant serpent thing. Are you that sun god or something? I'm guessing nope. I'm also guessing the slag didn't do that. Whoa. Dude's got a screaming hat.
After 3 terrifying days of tremors, you reach the Godstone of Hadrborg, which is teeming with Varl who want to know what is happening. Others busily mend makeshift defenses set up around the Godstone of Hadrborg, creator of the Varl. Hold up, pants Fasolt between long gasps of air. We're going to have a talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up, then move on. A mountain just sank into the earth, and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einertoft. There's a couple hundred Varl here who will back that up. Where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between 2 mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Varl, in the other, an army of dredge and whatever caused that quake. Einertoft is a Varl city. This shouldn't be news to a Varl. Give it a rest, Fasolt. Don't you recognize who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasolt's face. The other Varl are starting to come closer now. You hear Ingvar being whispered between them. I think this might be the one person you want to let into Einertoft. The humans come with me. All of them. Fasolt glances between Ivor and Krumer before stalking away, pushing past the mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, who are you? Some other time, Rook. You spend the rest of the day recovering. Varl come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that just sank mountains into the earth, or the dredge that are still on their way. You hear rumors that a massive chasm opened where the earth split.
As far as I can tell, it's never not worth it to check out Godstones.
It's back to the Godstone. The little you know about Hadrborg is that he was a disciple of the Loom Mother and learned to create under her guidance. He created a few beasts, but soon became bored with simple animals and began combining man and beast, ending up with Varl. That's the myth, anyway. One thing is certain, each Varl alive today was created by Hadrborg, and now the god is dead. The Varl here now are the last ones that will ever exist. A profound sadness washes over you.
Oh, jeez. Everyone that falls. Oh, my.
Krumer is already here. It is good to pay respects, he says, and you both stand there in silence. Give this to Ingvar, he says, turning to leave. It was once his, and that stubborn ass refuses to take it back. Krumer hands you a massive studded belt. Suddenly there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below to retreat to the next village over, and you soon see why. A black shadow is sweeping down the valley from the direction of Grofheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. On closer inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you imagined possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order and join a good many Varl, leaving the Godstone behind. Farthingjord.
I'm guessing an awesome item for driver,
Yep.
if you can use rank 4. You think you'd be able to use it anyway, because this is the beginning.
Mm-hmm. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business. This Varl killed my father without reason." The Varl is about to respond when a man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Let us hear what the Varl has to say. The Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies?" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward?" The men wildly attack the Varl, who deflects them well enough, but you're uncertain of how long he can keep it up. I don't really want to defend him, if that's what it's over.
And that event isn't listed here.
Let them settle their own dispute. You quickly decide this minor scuffle between man and Varl is not worth the caravan's precious time, and none of your business besides. Your warriors return with you, some more reluctantly than others. +5 renown. Ivor tells you, "We can't stay here long. It will take 3 straight days to cross Burra Pass, so stock up. There's no stopping once we leave." He takes off to speak with the other Varl about setting up defenses.
Sugar frosted? Whose computable decision problems are weak?
"Dad," says Alette, appearing at your side, "I liked old Ivor." Somewhere in the back of your mind you feel the same way. You focus on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans about to set foot in Einertoft.
+3 armor break.
Nice.
Oh, she was only rank 1?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't show it. Of all the butt she was kicking.
And Ivor, let's give you that. And that's everybody.
You have nice toys you can't use.
Yep.
Wait, so promotion increases item rank anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Then what's the increase item rank button do?
It's not a button.
It's a notification. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So once Ivor's level 4, you can use his little belt.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. I thought it was a button. It's hard to tell.
Nope.
Because everything's a banner in this game. In the eponymous Saga.
Okay, well, best to get going.
Sugar Frosted says you can't stay here. This is bad country. And says that Mogan is you in real life.
What?
We approach the city
That's Ham's IRL.
And across a bridge that only Varl could build. Let us hope that we are the only unwelcome visitors to pass.
Cool bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ham's IRL, and then in parentheses, Logan. That is silly, Zach. That's silly. Oh, so you just wind up right at her. Okey-dokey. I see they've been massing an army.
All these warriors, another great war is upon us. It is the third time I have seen such a thing. There are far fewer of us now than there once was. Krumer heads up the stairs to the Great Hall and returns shortly after speaking to some Varl. What did they tell you? By all accounts, the Dredge are coming here. Looks like they plan to end the Varl for good this time. This place will become a killing field soon. They say the Prince of Men is here. They've got a mender, too. Prince Luden is here? From Arborong? In any case, we'll be given no audience today. You remember the last time you were here, Ingvar? It's Ivar. Yeah, I remember it. What now? We find somewhere to rest. I'd recommend keeping your people out of trouble while you're here, Rook. In fact, keep them invisible. Yorander won't be happy you're here. You're shown to quarters, but could wander the city while you wait for an audience. You feel like you could sleep for a week straight.
Oh, there's a marker.
Yeah, but I have no renown.
Oh. They have obsidian bells, leather flasks, Svalin dust, and dragon stones.
Guess we should just rest. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivar suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see the Varl kings fighting with Dredge lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. Great Hall. Enough, Avend. The bridge stands. Find some other way. Greetings from Wormtoe, Yorander. I've brought an ally. Who are these people? We don't have time for games. Wait, I know you. Ingvar among us again. Is this what the end of the world looks like? Yorander steps down from his throne to get a closer look. In the light, you spy deep wounds on the Varl King. It was my last option. You look like death, Yorander. The Sunder came through Grofheim. All of them. Or we would still be there. A few thousand Varl remain. Bellower has been following us since Grofheim. That is what he does. What will you do? Remain. There's no better place for us than here. We'll make our stand in Einartoft. But even if Einertoft falls, the Varl won't be wiped out. Hakon is taking our best warriors to Arberong, as we were discussing. I'm not going, Yorander. We're needed here. This is not a debate. A messenger bursts through the doors, cutting the tension. He says a stone singer has been cutting a path across the bridge. Gods, can we not have a moment's respite? They should not be here already. A stone singer is with them? Let me bring down the bridge, as I said. It will buy us... I said the bridge stands, Minder. I say it again to you, and to the Prince of Men, and the whole Minder Council were they here. I will not say it again. Hakon, you go to Arberong. Avent, do not even touch that bridge. Am I understood? You are. Then I'll confront the singer myself. Nobody tries to stop Avent, but many follow as he leaves the Great Hall. The Minder walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A tall, thin creature stands there, 2 black spears over its shoulders, ringed by dredge. The Varl have backed away in fear. Avent stops before the stilt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivor is beside you. We should help him. Or what is that thing? A stone singer, mutters Ivor. As close as the dredge come to Minders of their own. I've only seen one before. It didn't go well. We should do something. You expect Ivor to refuse, but instead he locks eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook, he says. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? You're not doing this alone. I won't stop you, says Ivor. Fight like it's your last. You're not sure what to expect, but you draw your axe and soon find yourself standing behind Avent on the bridge, wondering if you made the right decision. Whoa, Avent is rank 5.
Yep. You start on the side of the battlefield opposite your opponents. Put Avent in the back before the battle starts, because he's not very durable and can easily be killed.
Okay. Sure. Nobody else to put it on? Ready for battle. Yeah.
17 minutes. I don't know if I What's the stone singer? Is that it?
Yep. Rupture. Wounded allies explode, doing strength damage equal to their remaining armor to adjacent units. Ugh. Umbrage. Dredge allies lose 2 armor, but gain 3 strength permanently. Yikes.
Yeah, you want that thing dead.
Mm-hmm.
Try to defeat the stone singer before it uses Umbrage, or the striding dredge will become much more dangerous. see him.
Abilities. Arc lightning.
Tank.
Nope.
Probably an advanced version of the Stone Guard. This fellow can do some interesting things. Mainly arc lightning and meant.
Okay, well, move up there. Abilities. Arc lightning. Right there.
Oh wow, he's got an exhibition of 3.
Let's see what just one does. I don't want to be spending.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five. I can't get into range this turn. However, I can get into range of that guy.
You can always. Well, you're probably using an account, right?
Taking what into account?
Using a thing to go an extra step.
Yeah. Yeah, she can't either, dang it. Hmm.
Oh boy, there's a lot of dreads behind them.
Okay. Move up. What is forge ahead? Ah, okay. Well, that doesn't do me any good right now. But I can make this guy hurt.
Injured his buddy, too.
Mm-hmm.
So what does mend do?
I don't know. Oh, he's summoning. That's not good.
That's not good. Wasn't my turn either. positive. Why the frowny face?
Oh, that did not work as I expected.
Did he use umbrage?
No.
Oh, whatever.
I accidentally zapped my own dude.
Oh, careful, careful.
I didn't expect that to happen.
Did you check what Min does?
Not yet. Back away. And attack. Oh, there he goes. Oh, geez. That's not good. There goes the mender.
Oh, that's very bad.
Oh, out of range. Dang it.
Here's what Min does.
Oh, there went umbrage.
Well, on the plus side, he's about to be hit by a shatter stone.
Hmm.
He's just sitting there glowing. I would have Iverson, by the way, too.
I will as soon as he comes back up again.
I'm not sure when the stone's turn is.
It's on the turn of the dude who threw it. So everybody has a chance to move before. Dang. Okay, end turn.
Or a chance to move right into it in this case.
Dang.
Ow! That plus 3 strength is bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, they lost 2 armor, but,
Jeez. Yeah, this fight is not going well.
yeah, I think you're supposed to, like, walk past the defenders and just kill. Captain Jerkface. Stone guard, 12 losses.
Oh, I can only give him 1. Dang. Okay, well, that'll make him essentially useless.
Yeah, that was that thing's best remaining option.
Jeez, she hits hard.
She can finish it just. Oh, of course she's hitting hard. She's at full strength right now.
Yep.
Everything else on the battlefield's had the crud beaten out of it. She wasn't scratched. You're fighting like the Zulu and she's the loins. Thanks for that extra history. Well, you won.
Yep.
I'm sure Manderman will be fine.
Alette is ready for promotion. Ivor is ready for promotion. Promotions! 8 renown.
Sweet, Ivor will be able to use his old belt.
The stone singer falls hard. A howl like a hurricane sweeps across the bridge. The dredge part like a black sea. From their depths steps a crimson behemoth, and a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Get the mender out of here, Ivor hisses, and run. Your legs move almost with a will of their own, though you can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next.
It's not that big.
Ooh, this is all I get?
Yep. Ivor's gotta fight this. What was I thinking?
Going to move back 1 and end turn. Oh wait, he could move that far? Jeez.
Ow? He said ow that time? Said usual scream of horrified pain?
Yeah, he's dead next turn. There's nothing I can do.
As you might have guessed, this isn't a bonus game.
Yeah. Oh. Chopped his arm off.
Yep.
Ivor writhes in agony, his arm torn clean off by Bellower's onslaught. The Sunder raises his weapon for the killing blow. Sunder, face me, screams an uncertain Avend, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff high. Even from here, you can see his arm trembling. You feel practically frozen in place watching.
Oh, it's that.
Avend recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the two armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hakon shouts orders above the din. Varl rush forward, bowling over surprised dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Jorundur watches from atop the stairs. Hurry, says Avend, suddenly pulling at your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivor, laying on the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite a missing arm, and drag him back into the city.
Well, that was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk with Avend. And then call it a...
Battle called on account of giant creature.
Can you save? Yes, probably. Give me silence. Nearly 3 hours pass silently as Avend plies his trade. Flesh slowly forms and closes across Ivor's torn frame.
Oh, man probably heals.
That
Makes sense.
is as much as I can do. He should make it. Thank you. The mender looks exhausted, leaning heavily against the bed. When was the last time you slept? A couple days ago. I'm okay. Just need to sit. Before you can catch him, the mender crumbles to the floor. Chapter 5, Weary the Weight of the Sun.
That got intense.
Mm-hmm. Exemic. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are. Juno. Oh. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago, and that it is about to happen again. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. If you are not going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? My name is Juno. You are a Juno. It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong question. What are you? What is your purpose? I am a mender. Mender? Ah, Valka. Now the picture is forming. Do you not know me, Valka? Though your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? The gods are dead. Dead? How is that? Are you a god? No. The gods are silent, and before me stands one who knows not what they have done. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night? The dredge? dredge? Stone men marching across a long bridge? No, it is darkness. The egg white that has turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idly witness the dusk smother this rock. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field. Because of you, who are you to take my destiny? What are you? Return what is mine. Avend. Juno? You're alive. You're alive! How? Where are you? Wait, where am I? Asleep, I presume. Or unconscious. I am in Ridgehorn, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I'm talking to you. Time is moving strangely. I've lost swaths of memories. But I found you, for a short time at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. It came after you? We saw it at Einartoft. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I'd be surprised if that's the last we've seen of it. I could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. It could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What do we do? It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there? It was vague. Sounded like that serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Avend, are you in danger? You could say so. Bellower is here. The Varl are holding him off, but not for much longer, I think. Of all the Sunder, why the immortal one? Bellower, that is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must leave Einartoft and meet me in Sigerholm. Juno will never make it to Sigerholm. Bellower is about to overtake us. The Varl won't listen to a thing Find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Sigerholm. Go. And Avend? Yes? I love you. Okay. Oh, never mind.
That is not an appropriate master-apprentice relationship.
You spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivor. He might save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I... You were out for a couple days. How do you feel? Juno. She's alive. I need to meet her in Sigerholm. Hold on, slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor. On the Mender Council, she contacted me. Contacted you how? She's not like most Menders. What happened here since I passed out? The Varl are holding the dredge back, just barely. Bellower has disappeared. Ivor is still out of it. Yorander sent Hakon, Ludin, and a couple hundred Varl away to Arborong. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sigerholm. Juno is going to meet us there. Sigerholm? That's got to be a week away at least. And just abandon Einartoft? Maybe, or... No, I could destroy that godforsaken bridge myself. That would delay the immediate threat, but Yorander will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Ivand. How would you collapse that bridge by yourself? Not by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the dredge and the Varl. Why won't the Varl King destroy the bridge? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, he made his mind very clear. He'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before that damned bridge. What do we do about Bellower? I can't stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave. And let the Varl die to give us a head start? It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. What is going on around here? That serpent? Bellower? Look, I know things are... It's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a very small town in the woods. I'll keep it short. You know how Min and Varl were made, the Loom Mother, the other gods. In the First Great War, the armies of Min and Varl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then one of the gods created the dredge, and they were such a threat that unless Min and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war, pushed the dredge into the north, and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sundar, powerful dredge warlords and weavers like Bellower. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of Minders went forth, and finally sent the Sundar and the dredge deep underground. For the most part, the dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Minders were called Falca. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodline. So another great war has begun. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in the Minders' libraries about that thing. It must have something to do with the dredge returning. That seems likely. I need time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way to... I can't believe the Varl would be so stubborn. Speak to Yorander yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you'll have more luck. Or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got few friends here. Come to a decision quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sigurholm. Juno will know what to do. Okay. Let us call that for the night. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back on Saturday for Throne of Games. We're probably going to be playing Final Fantasy XI. If not that, Final Fantasy II, probably. And I'll be back next Thursday for more of this on Thursday Throne. Both of those are at 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all then. Good night, everybody.